Welcome to Conny Decorates. And with heart today is Laura. Exactly. Sophie too. I have the frisbee lying next to me again. And this is our topic today. An autumn wreath with very few natural materials, whether to lay down or to hang on the door. Exactly, my dears. And if you want to know how this topic works, stay tuned, because we will show you now. These are the things we need today for our autumn wreath. And I'll get started right away. This is the base. I have a straw wreath. Next we have beautiful and vibrant corn leaves and a bit of white-green heath. Then here are the fruit clusters. Once the physalis, a bit of ribbon, 2001, binding wire. And I also have a little hay. That's it. And I think we can get started. And what do we always begin with? With the binding wire. I wrap it around the straw wreath and twist it tightly.
Don't know how to cope with being so broken. Girl, I can't forget.
And before we start binding, I prepare a bit by taking the heath here and cutting off the upper 2001 shoots, setting them aside.
And about what we stand for, I just want to love you a little bit more. Now I have everything prepared.
I took a bit of hay, I have the heath, and I have the corn leaves. I don't want anything else on the table right now. And I start with my corn leaves. They are wonderfully long and 2001, and I would prefer to fold it double now. And I will show you how to do that. Just fold it, lay it over like this. It's almost like a little bow. And I will now tie this to the wreath here, wrapping my binding wire around. Now I take my hay. You can also use straw, as it is straw season. I will place it here in front on the other side, 2001. And now I go around here again, with my binding wire. Again a leaf. They can definitely have different lengths, varied. You can also cut them to length. I bend it a little bit again. And now I lay it the other way around. Take my binding wire and attach the leaf to the straw wreath. 2001. What I would like now is a bit of heath. We have a little bit here. Yes, I would just say we have a small gap. I will go around again and secure the heath just like that. Now I take the binding wire, go under the corn leaves, secure it, and take a bit of hay again. But now everyone can really bind as they like or as they find it most comfortable. Just give it a try. Of course, everyone has their own binding technique. And now I take the hay again, which gives you wonderful volume. And I will go around here again with my binding wire. Then I will take a corn leaf. Here I have a thick strand, which I can also cut off.
Baby, close the door. Baby, bring me closer. Now, before it's over, I just want a little more of your love. 2001.
And now I take the heath again and place it up here.
This is just simply a thorn to fight with.
And now it just continues like this. As I said, I also find it really beautiful when the tips of the corn leaves go upwards. You can also wonderfully incorporate grasses or whatever you have into it. Large, thick leaves.
But I want you to know that you'll always be on my mind, even in the hard times. I care about you. How do you move on whenever?
It really lifted my spirits again. Just chatting a bit, doing some binding. And what I noticed is that especially with hay or straw, which you have, hay is of course a bit finer. You can wonderfully fill in the sides here. You can simply stick it in again, and it gives a really wild country farmhouse character, which I really, really like. We tied it around once, or rather, we are now finished here, and then I will cut the wire at the back, secure it again, and if you find it too wild, you can also trim a little with the scissors. But I actually think it looks very, very nice like this. So I'm now hiding my wire back here, sticking this in. And of course, a bit of color is going to come in now. I think it looks really beautiful like this. I also think it's totally great as a door wreath. You can really add a string of lights And what is always wonderful, the corn leaves dry really well, and afterwards they become beautifully bright. And yes, that really brings in an autumn vibe. Since it won't stay green forever, it's definitely advantageous to incorporate these autumn tones now. And what is autumn? Of course, it's the warm tones, the orange tones. And here you can wonderfully fill in the gaps everywhere, namely here with the physalis. Here too you can decorate with the small rose hips with fruit clusters that are now everywhere, and we will do that as well. And today, I will take my clamps. And feel free to check down here in the video description. There is the link to our website. There you will find the link to Elka's farm, because we also have them in the online shop, and they are really perfect. And now I will simply take the rose hips and secure them with the staples. And look how beautiful it is. Well, with colour, it definitely feels more like autumn. As I said, some prefer it simple, while others like a bit of colour. And here, with the physalis, I just secure it with the clips and insert it into the wreath.
I'm trying to find a way to get you out of my head. Don't know how to cope with.
And let everything be a bit haphazard, not all in one direction, so that it also gets that wonderful natural character. You can also take a bit of hay if you notice that there is a gap here that you don't like. And at the same time, you can fill it in a bit with the decorations or decorative items that are now arranged here, using the clamps. And the beautiful wide jute ribbon, I think it matches the colours really well right now, because the light heather here with the light ribbon is, in my opinion, a really, really cool thing. I don't want to put a bow in here. I think it's enough. And I find that the wreath is so lush and so wonderful, it doesn't need that here. I believe a bow is unnecessary today, so dear ones, we really hope that we could inspire you with this wreath today. No matter what you have, take a look at what you can find along the way. Thick grasses can also be beautifully incorporated into it, my dears. And of course, we would appreciate a thumbs up, you know that. And I would say, the weather is still so nice. We are enjoying the autumn, the beautiful colours, and stay healthy. Feel hugged. We are excited to decorate the days again with and for you, your Conny and your Laura. That's right, dear ones. Until then, bye.
Being so broken, girl, I can't forget about what we said. I just want to love you a little bit more. Don't just walk away from me or close the door. Baby, pull me closer now before it's over. I just want to love you a little bit more. Oh, I'll see you in a little bit more. I am the itch, I am the itch.